The house where Brian May is currently ensconced is part of his living history. Tucked away in Surrey, England, the home has been his sanctuary, a place he purchased in the early 80s for his family because it offered adventures for his young children to frolic in the nearby woods. It also became a place for the legendary Queen guitarist to hibernate after getting divorced in 1988 and begin work on his first solo album, Back to the Light. I had some very dark times here because it's a big house out in the country and when there's nobody in it, it rattles, May said recently from his Zoom room in the Surrey domicile. So when I started making this album, that's when the house started to come back to life. And when I started to come back to life, really, which is what the album is about. Queen plus Adam Lambert live around the world spotlights 20 performances. Released in September 1992, the melody and riff-packed Back to the Light thrived in England, where songs Too Much Love Will Kill You and Driven by You parked in the top 10. Its success in the US was fleeting, an uninspiring number 159 peak on the Billboard album chart. But the August 6 reissue of May's defining work, which has long been unavailable on CD, vinyl and streaming, will reintroduce the original dozen tracks. It will also feature an 11-song bonus lineup of live and guitar-only versions of songs. The 74-year-old May, who dutifully posts updates on social media about his health, including his recovery from a heart attack in May 2020 and, more recently, eye surgery, realized fans couldn't use his music with Instagram stories. That helped prompt him to remaster and re-release Back to the Light, 1998's Another World is next for refresh. A warm and thoughtful conversationalist, May talked to USA Today about the confidence boost he received from Freddie Mercury, the status of new music with Queen plus Adam Lambert and what he thinks is his tombstone song. I went into it with an open mind, but I did have the feeling that I would be revisiting a younger version of me. That I would feel that I was older and wiser and all the passion and pain and whatever that was in this album, perhaps I would just kind of look at with a smile and think, I'm over all of that now. Funny thing is, it didn't happen. All this stuff in this album represents the fact that I didn't really grow up, laughs. Some of it's good because I still have the passion. I still have the hunger. But I still have the pain and the yearning and the feeling that I don't get things right. The feeling that there are unsolved problems. And that's what this album is all about. So I offer it now to a new generation. Yeah, I think it's a tombstone song. It's a theme of my life, I never quite got that right. I probably loved too much and lived too much in my head. My perception of the world is, on the one hand, vast, and I know because I'm an astronomer. But on the other hand, I live in this very small emotional world. I don't think anyone thought of it as selling out because I always write for myself. The song meant driven by you, as the car is driven by you, physically, but it also meant to be driven by you in a relationship sense, and that can be good and bad, heaven and hell. What it did was give me confidence because it was a job, outside of Queen. I had a moment with Freddie because I was a little worried, is it tasteful for me to offer this as a solo track not knowing how long Freddie would be with us? I just said, do you want to have a listen? And he said, "I love it, it's great. Nice bit of work." And I said, "Do you want to sing it? Do you think it should be a Queen track?" And he said, "You sing it beautifully, darling, and you should go for it." We had this little conversation that I didn't expect, and he said, "You should be doing this. I don't know how long I'll be here, and Brian, you should be getting yourself ready and embarking on what will be your solo career." Freddie is very generous and incredibly philosophical about looking at the end of his life. I never heard him complain. It didn't really go anywhere. We had fun, a lot of fun. But we didn't feel that anything was good enough to pursue. It would have to be great and be something that stopped you in your tracks. We're very aware that people, if they have a recorded work from Queen, they expect to hear Freddie live. I think everybody's gotten very used to the fact that Adam more than delivers. Some people don't like it, and that's fine. They can stay at home and listen to the records. But mostly people love it. I feel very proud of what we do out there as Queen plus Adam Lambert.